All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Shuffle. This is a podcast run by Cravings. This is episode, what did we just say? Five?
Six.
Six.
Six. Damn it. Six. This is episode six.
Almost
This
like you just
is,
looked it up.
yeah, I just checked it. We got Joe on the call, me.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Joe from Team Cardboard Cravings. Still using the same intro because I find it funny.
Yes. Drew is here,
Hello.
and Cody is here.
Hola, senors and senoritas.
Senoritas. I bet there isn't a single female that listens to this podcast. Maybe Alyssa.
So,
Maybe.
well, I mean, Alyssa didn't watch that one video, right? So, I mean,
Yep.
she doesn't watch our content.
Yeah, what a bitch. This is the episode, basically just reiterating a lot of the other stuff. Nothing really big happened in the last week other than our freaking ban list.
Okay. Before we get into the ban list, we've all been in quarantine, and I got addicted to TikTok. So we're gonna do a Yu-Gi-Oh TikTok trend. You boys ready? We're doing the Put Your Finger Down Toronto Locals edition. I'm gonna need you
Okay.
all to put up 10 fingers. I know the
10?
camera's only on Dorian.
I can't.
Huh?
I can only do 5.
Fine, do 5, and then just repeat if you get past the first 5.
Sure.
And then boys, just chime in if you want, if the camera's not on you. Ready? If you're at locals and you've ever said, "I'm cheesed," put a finger down.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. Put a finger down if you've called Judge.
Yeah, I've definitely done that.
Yeah,
Alright.
of course.
Dude, I played Mystic Mine.
Come
Of
on.
course I had to.
All right. Put a finger down if you've said Chainlink 1 buff, Chainlink 2 bail.
I have done that
Facts, I've
too.
done that. I have done that.
Proudly not.
All right.
Dude,
Put a finger down if you said Wagwan.
no.
I said- I
I
said-
go.
I
Cody
said
does it
regular, what are you
ironically.
talking about?
Yeah.
All right. Put a finger down if you've chanted Pen Call Dark Worm.
No, I haven't done that.
Oh, crushing. Put a finger down if you've asked how many rounds locals is.
Definitely every time.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Mostly because I don't want to be there.
Put a finger down if you've asked somebody to go to Timmy's during locals.
Nope.
Yep.
Timmy's, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
all the time.
All
absolutely.
the time.
Never.
Fuck.
Absolutely
Uh,
never.
Okay,
Put
so
a finger
I'm on
down if you've said, "I got the buy."
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I'm going to get wins.
Put a finger down if you've said "Nyai."
Yeah,
Every
I've definitely,
day.
I've definitely done it.
Oh, yeah.
I've done it non-ironically.
Oh yeah, but this is like specifically at locals. All right. Put a finger down if you've at locals said "bet."
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
If
Mark-
only,
Mark and
Mark
Craig.
were here.
Yeah, Mark and Craig only get me on bets all the time.
Put a finger down if you said, "Are you dumb?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Put a finger
I
down
said-
if you've called someone at locals "fam."
Yep.
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 I'm at 1.
I'm at 0. You hit me for all of them. I'm at 0.
I think I'm out
Okay,
one.
we got 2 left.
All right.
Put a finger down if you've said "sign blank up."
Yep. Dude, I'm a freaking
Yeah.
captain. I gotta sign up my team all the time.
All right, last one. Put a finger down if you've gone to locals and not played against a hero player.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Notice how you didn't put a finger down. Welcome to Mali to 2 format, Drew.
That's fine. I'm still gonna rally you guys. I don't need guns anymore. I actually did a few games. I'm like, yeah, this is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't need the Mali to make links anymore in order to make the fusion plays. So it's like you don't need it as much.
Dude, I told you. They just made room for Infernal Devicer.
You're a troll, dude.
I'm not a troll. I seriously think that's what they did. Yeah, I believe you.
What are you talking about? You draw it with the fusion, you make Flame Wingman.
Who?
Flame Wingman. Did you not attend a Duelist
I'm-
Academy?
No? Isn't that Jesse's
No.
Patreon or some shit like that?
It
No.
is. It's also been- Drew, did you not know that?
What, Jesse's Patreon? Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know it's called Duelist Academy.
Isn't it not just
Yeah.
him? Like he's one of the coaches, but there's like a bunch of people like a solid.
It's like all the
like-
it's like all the
like
pros.
yeah, like Raphael Nevin and shit.
Yeah.
I choose to subscribe to the Pen God Patreon. I pay him $100 a month.
Nice.
I'm absolutely kidding. I don't even. pay
Yeah,
him
it was
$100.
like, whoa.
I was speechless.
Yep.
But yeah, don't get me wrong. Like Malleated 2, like kind of sucks, but for consistency of combos, but now that like I don't need zones, like I don't need links, like I feel like I'm flying.
What a
many
great
more
transition.
plays to make.
Thanks. I specifically planned it that way.
Yes, what a great transition. Let's talk about the wonderful, wonderful, not so amazing ban list that hit.
What are you talking
No,
about? Draco didn't even get hit.
Not
Shut
Why are
up.
you
amazing.
mad?
What do you mean? Like what?
What?
It's a fine ban list.
it's fine. It's not amazing. I wanted it to be amazing, but we'll see.
But it is good. Like it's very good. It took away so much degenerate stuff going into MR5.
Buster should have been a 3. I don't understand. I mean, I get why Buster's at 1, but still. Should
Okay.
be a 3.
Should I even go through the list, or
Yeah, why not? Just to
because then we can talk about each one?
Sure.
All right. So and then if people know better things about these cards, then we can discuss them. So I'll just start from the top because it's on screen anyways. We got Blackwing Steam the Cloak banned.
Needle fiber.
Makes absolute sense.
Yeah, makes tokens. Tokens aren't good.
Yeah, a lot of broken tuners and synchro plays, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of broken tuners, Destrudo finally gone.
That's actually great.
I think so because it's either 3 or 0 because most decks only play it at 1 anyway, so hitting it to less than 3 is pointless unless it's 0.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
as unfortunate as it is, I mean, it's not the best synchro out of all of them. Like, Steam the Cloak is probably, of the banned synchros, the best one. But Destrudo makes sense because it's more or less free because the left points are relevant unless they're 0.
True. Glow Bulb? I don't even know what Glow Bulb does.
It summons itself
Yeah.
in grave.
It's,
All these hits are essentially stopping Needle Fiber from summoning 2 monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, because Glow Bulb's a tuner.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Of course, the one that I totally didn't get at all, and anyway, I don't even know why they did it. Lunalight Tiger?
I mean, I'm coming from a person who played Lunalights. It sucks, but it could have been at 1. 1 would have been fine. Banned is unfortunate. 1 would.
One would not have been fine because
But they only used one.
That one.
Yeah,
that
they-
just
one
used
is
like
ass.
80 times in a turn.
Yeah, no,
yeah, but the
no.
whole point is it's less consistent because the whole like
that deck was already not consistent.
yes,
That deck still has.
You're biased,
if you
Cody.
put
You
the card
can't
want,
argue
It
that.
still has 7 ways to get the Tiger.
Yeah, Cody, you're biased. You can't
Well, that's
argue
my
that.
point.
You knew Tiger had to go.
Nah, 1 could have been fine.
No.
7 is better than 9.
Nah.
You're right. You're right. One
Once
masterpiece.
per turn effects like that needs to leave. Needs to be escorted out.
Yeah, oh my god.
Isn't it literally more searchable than Gazelle?
Except, I mean, I have to
Yeah,
get mine to
absolutely.
the graveyard at least. It's not something I just activate, so I can draw triple Mally and just lose games, which haha happens very frequently.
Yeah, now you can't draw triple Mally. That's the benefit you have here.
I know. Hey, I'm honestly the bright side is 1 less brick. You know, in my deck of bricks, there's 1 less. And
I
I'll
got
take
99
that.
problems, but drawing triple Mally isn't one.
Yeah, that happened at the regional where, like, you know, where I got the invite. Like, I lost a game literally that I thought should be a free win because Spiral sucks. And yeah, because I drew triple Mally. I'm like, cool.
Well, guess what? Spiral Master Plan is gone. So,
Yeah.
goodbye,
Yeah,
Spiral.
I mean, I
good.
think that deck's just sucks against heroes to begin with. So, I mean, but now
Makes
it's
absolute
not be played.
makes absolute sense because it doesn't make sense to ban Rescue because at least this way, like you could, in theory, kind of play Spiral and it'd be still abuse Rescue, just not to the degree because you can't search it.
I don't like that they're supering Rescue and then banning Spiral, basically making it unplayable and wasting a super on OTS. But I guess we're not even going to stores to pick up OTS, so I guess it doesn't matter? Question mark.
Is Spiral going to be unplayable though? That's the true question.
Yes.
But
yes.
aren't they supering Drone, not Rescue?
Oh, I thought it was Rescue.
No, they're supering Drone and they made it to 3.
Oh, that makes
bad.
sense. But I guess can you play drone in other decks?
Spiral will still be like, I don't know, maybe
No.
tier 2. Like,
I mean,
maybe not that
you could do it to like I see niche plays because it's kind of like Scald, right? So like you could normal it and then stack their opponent's deck and then link it off into like Link Rebo in theory.
Oh,
or something.
sorry. Yeah,
crap
Drew.
like
No, it's gone. Like Spiral's out. Souls are basically valueless now. They're gone. They need Master
But you
Plan.
can play in Dark Magician. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Like,
They
they're
need Master
supposed
Plan to
to.
search the other cards, right? So unless
Yeah,
they're
to search
mashing
Rescue.
like hard draw, they're just not getting it. So that's
I mean,
good.
yeah.
It's gone. It's a deck that needed to go. It didn't need to come
Yep.
back 2 years later, right? So
Yep.
That's it for the bans. The stuff that's kind of annoying is hitting Jackalope and Tsuchinoko to 1. Like, I guess.
Well,
Like,
people
what?
I think that's
hate
fine.
resist so
I
much.
think that's okay. That
Like,
takes away consistency from some combo decks, and I'm okay with that.
yeah. Like, I guess they're expecting. Like, way back when the combo decks were really hot. Like, the Jesse's Thunder Dragon deck. But, like, I didn't even play Tsuchinoko in Grand Maju. And it wasn't like I was the outsider. Nobody played Tsuchinoko in Grand Maju. Jackalope was a free
Well,
summon.
The dangers are just draws and free summons along the way, so like
Yeah.
I think that's worthy of being limited.
Yeah, but they picked like these three. Like these are the guaranteed summons, right? Like Nessie
I know,
gets you one of
that's-
these two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the strongest ones,
Yeah.
so it makes sense. I think.
Dragon Buster. I mean, it seemed pretty fucking obvious. I don't even know why people are surprised. I called this last time. I specifically
I
remember
don't think
saying
that
it.
wasn't obvious. Like that was gonna be nuts.
I
So-
mean, the
Carrier,
deck
like,
is still
that's
playable. The
ridiculous.
deck's still playable with one Buster. Like I've actually been testing it a little bit with one Buster. It's not that bad because you just make Buster, and then whatever your build is, you can have like an IP or Traps or Infinity, and then you just use the Buster and then tag out, and then you IP into like Appaloosa, and then just Utopia them on your turn. And you
So
kill
what
them.
do you do when you have the monsters on the field and no Buster left?
You're gonna kill them with Utopia on your turn.
Oh, it's like a one-turn thing. Okay.
Yeah, it just or you make Emerald and then recycle it back, and then make a new Buster.
Ugh, that seems so.
Didn't Buster come out in like 2015?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's been broken
I still have
since,
my
dude.
ABC core.
It's better than Makaba.
I still have my ABC core and like all those cards.
Wait,
Uh,
Drew, you own other cards that are not heroes?
Yeah, I do actually. Oddly
Oh
enough.
wow! Is it just
Yeah,
to like?
Blue
Are
Eyes
you,
cards.
are you just to use them when you
I have
on toilet paper?
Orcust, I have ABC, I have Salad.
Did your Luna core ever come in?
No, I should have Luna, but I mean that disappeared into the Nether, and so did my money. But I'm obviously gonna follow up with that.
Do you want to put them on blast?
mean,
No,
who is it?
No, I don't know.
Is it a
I ordered
person?
on TCG player. No, TCG player. Like I ordered
Oh,
on
okay.
TCG player and just never came. One card came.
Weird.
Which card?
Perfume.
Serenade Dance?
Okay, let's burn through this. TG Hyper Librarian obviously had to go. Same reasons.
100%.
Trish at 1, back to 1 seems a little. Yeah, I mean, I get
That's
it.
Hand loops.
Yep.
Not good.
It
Good
actually.
that they're hitting that stuff. Get that shit out of the game.
Mhm.
I was gonna say it actually affects dinos a little bit simply due to consistency because they make Trish, so they tend to play 2 or 3 the extra deck 2 for extravagance. So having 1 makes it more likely to be banished. Like, and then you lose your 1.
That's good.
Does it make it more likely or less likely?
Well, like I guess it's like if you banish it now, you lose it because you only have 1. Whereas before you played 2 or 3, so like it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, makes
Sometimes
sense.
it be like it is.
It's true.
I don't even. Is this the but it do?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, alright.
You
I
did
felt
not
it.
pick up what I was putting down there.
Totally Awesome's at 1.
Totally
I think
awesome
I could've
one.
stayed.
I don't know. Like that's.
Drew, you weren't around for Bahamut Shark, were you?
I know of it.
Yeah.
But see,
I'm
if
very
you-
happy to
It's hero related. Of course, I know of it.
Oh, that's fair.
But isn't if you're doing Bahamut Shark, like you're only making 1 toad anyway, so like it
Yeah, and
doesn't
then the
really
next
matter.
turn,
Yeah.
you
the
summon a
next one,
second toad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then toad
Yeah, I think
adds
that makes
itself
sense.
back. Like it doesn't really matter because you can just use the toad, sack itself, it adds itself back, and then you can just do it again next turn. It's the same thing. It only hurts
But
Peleus.
imagine having 2 toads on the board.
Yeah.
That aren't once per. Like, they're once per
You
card.
could
not
also
once per
just
turn.
make double Bahamut Shark.
I mean, I guess.
I think it's good that they did that.
It's definitely good that
I
they
could
did
do
that.
that in dinos. I could make VFD and then call water, and then make Bahamut Shark and make toad.
Correct.
Smart.
What does it do? Detach 1, summon 1 ranked railer. Oh, cute.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. Summon toad. Rank
Come on,
4 summon toad. Okay, good. Wow.
Mm.
Where to think
I
it?
mean, it has to be at least water level 4s, and that's not very common.
Speaking of not very common extra deck monsters, Trident is back.
Yeah, I called that. I should have got my copies. I did
But
not.
didn't they lose something? I don't know anything about
Barrage.
Zodiac.
Yeah. So the reason Zodiac was good was they had a card that was called Zodiac Barrage that got limited on this list, and Zodiac Barrage said summon a Zodiac monster from deck, and you would summon a card called Zodiac Rat, and then
Rat
Zodiac
here.
Rat had a stupid Repti or whatever. I don't know if it was Dryden's effect that says you can just summon this on one monster. It wasn't
Mhm.
Rat's effect.
All
But
of them said that.
all of-
the
All of
Zeus-
them say that.
So all the Zodiac cards or all
They
the
have an
Zodiac
exceed. They're exceeds, but they don't
Yeah.
need to do the exceed.
So they're
they
exceeds
just-
that say just
yep.
summon on top of one monster, and then all the monsters that they get summoned on top of
They gained the
say
effects.
they gain the effect. So Rat said if you summon on top of this card, you can detach a rat, summon another rat.
God, I hate you.
And then-
I hate
and
you,
then-
dude.
And then Broad Bull says you can detach until then search for any beast warrior, not any zoo monster, any beast, warrior. So Lunalite sheep, and then you did like the fusion recycling crap, and then like you abused Norton a bunch of times. Yeah, all that.
It was literally a rank 4 that searched Poly.
Wow.
And a rank 4 that needs one material.
Oh yeah,
And then you just keep doing it.
that you
and then
could summon without your normal summon.
Yep, and then Barrage would pop itself if it had to, or you could Barrage pop like True Draco Apocalypse, and then pop a Opponent's monster, and then keep going.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
True Draco Zoo? Oh yeah.
Oh, and then you go Heritage, draw 2. Oh
Yeah.
So do you think
And then-
Zoo
and
will
then
be
you summon
played
massive-
now?
no, because they put
No.
so
Barrage.
Rat is at 1, Barrage is at 1.
Barrage was the big searcher, and it's their spell, and they hit it. They brought it to 1. So like bringing
Broad
Dryden
was
back
at
was
0.
like a punishment. Yeah, and Broadbill's still gone. So like, it needs a lot more than that.
Okay. Interesting.
Like they gave it a positive, and they also gave it a negative. If they brought Dryden back and kept Barrage at 3, it definitely would see play.
I think they just did it to screw with us. I don't think it's going to change anything. I think they decided to ban Barrage because people at the end of this format started playing 3 Barrage and 1 random Zodiac monster in their deck just to piss people off.
I thought it
just
was
get a
because
free
of the
summon?
Lunalight thing.
Yeah, it was a Lunalite thing. It was just a
Yeah.
free
Yeah, it
summon
was.
of a level 4 Beast Warrior monster.
And then you sack the Barrage off Magician's Souls because it was a free draw. So like Tenki, once Tenki served its use, it's just kind of dead. But Dryden's actually better for like a lot of just rank 4 decks because they could just make a free Dryden, and then they get an extra interruption out of it.
Hold up, was Dryden generic?
Yeah, it's 2 level 4s. Or like 2 level 4 something.
That's an important distinction. Is it 2 level 4s or
checking.
is it 2 level 4 something something? Because I forget now. It's been too long.
I'm checking. It was
So it's 4 level 4
It's
monsters.
4 level 4s, but it went over
Oh,
1.
God.
4
Zodiac
level 4s. Jesus
monster.
Christ.
Okay, but hold up. Is there any other Zodiac monster that can be summoned generically?
Like actually,
Yes. Like Broad Bull. Wasn't Broad Bull just 2 level 4s?
no, they're all like super high.
Chakanite,
Oh yeah, it
2 or
was.
more
Yeah,
level 4s.
Brable's 2. Brable's 2.
But
Chakanite's also cheap.
Two
So
or
you
more
can
level
any deck can Chakanine into
4s.
Yeah.
Dryden now.
Yes. Also, Zoo is really annoying because of Whiptail. Whiptail was really good.
Yeah,
Non-targeting, non-destruction removal. Those were really good.
Searchable too.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move it down.
that was really
Big one that's actually worth talking about is Instant Fusion.
Unfortunate.
It was time. It was
Yeah, I think it was finally time. That card's been so persistent for I don't know how long. Like every meta, that card seems to have some sort of usage. That's pretty impactful.
Yeah, it was a free summon.
Like for
that
years
also
now.
stopped
I mean,
hand
like,
traps.
I mean, Drew's absolutely correct because like even back in Zoo, it summoned Norden. When it went to Goki format, summoned
Yeah, I remember
any
the
of
summoning
any of
Norden.
the warriors,
They were
like
playing it
Legend
before
or
Norden.
oh yeah,
Remember
I mean,
Rare
it's-
Fish?
yeah.
That card's been just insane for like way too long. And it's just too free, in my opinion.
I mean,
It's just too
even-
free.
Even summoning Winda and Orchest, right? Just as long as you draw instant fusion, you get Winda plus Dingirsu.
Yep. And then it's a way to break boards. That card it's nuts. Too much. I think it's good. That just went down.
I'm just sad because I already bought a Millennium Ice Restrict, and now that's kind of dead because
99% of people brought it out with instant fusion.
Yeah.
And it's not worth to take an
still at
extra deck
one,
slot.
so.
Yeah, but it's not worth taking. Like the only way now, like you have like, what am I going to Anaconda for instant fusion? I could, but like I'd pay 3,000 for a Millennium Eyes Restrict that destroys itself on end phase.
That stops all hand traps for the rest of the turn.
Yeah, but I can't summon after I use Anaconda.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Your Anaconda don't.
Yeah, right. This Anaconda don't.
Mind control.
I
Whatever.
guess.
Why did they do that? It was fine at 2, but anyway.
It's a good card.
Same thing.
I
They
think
just
that
wanted
card
to.
was too much as well. Personally, like
I think it was an amazing card. Like that's literally the guy who won the last white you correct was like he sacked everyone with his salad deck because he main deck mind control. Especially in a format where mind control wasn't mind control like an easy out to Winda?
Yeah.
Not
You
really.
take it and take it on. No, I mean you could take it and link it off.
Yeah. What do you mean not really? That's literally what it did. And now going into a format where someone can just put up a floodgate, i.e. Here lives.
For the sake of Salamangreat, it wasn't an out to Winda, or not a very good out to Winda.
Because you can't link
Because you
it.
had the Winda, you could link it, but you had nothing good to link it into.
That's what I mean. Yeah, there's nothing to
You
link
normal
it.
summon, steal the window, link into something that would have to be Hita,
Or
and then you have to
Phoenix.
make your plays from there. But Phoenix doesn't give you the zone, so you might as well just
That's
scoop it
true.
that way. At least Hita, you can make a bail first.
Facts.
I also see it like becoming relevant. It's just like how we looked at like going second cards, right? What's annoying is that they took it to 2. Like, wasn't it like last list or the list before?
Yeah.
And then now it's at 1. So like I agree.
I mean, like-
they're just it's like this 3 or 1 thing is like apparently an OCG thing that they do, which is like if it's at 1, it's not that. If it's a powerful card, it's at 1, which means it can be played, but like they don't want you to play it. And then if it's at 3, it's like, oh, it's fine. But if it's at 0, it's too powerful to be played. Right? So like it's the same idea for reboot or like a lot of these other really sacky cards where it's like you're going to have one card that like you're going to hope like they love the top deck bullshit. You're going to top deck this card going second and like it's going to make or break your play.
So I'm gonna get cheesed, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Right? Like it's going to be like, "Oh yeah, we sided 2 widows and 1 mind control."
Here's the thing: mind control doesn't really have a cost to it either, with all the power that it has and what it does. So,
Also, the fact that it's not once per turn.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
it's
a big
a little nuts, like a little crazy.
Oh no, yeah, like we all agree it's a good card, and that's why it's at 1. But like it's just we're not sure how much it was doing at 2, but I guess enough that they felt that it could go to 1. I mean, like being able to steal an Appaloosa and then still being able to use their Appaloosa to negate all their stuff while you go off is kind of good.
Yeah.
Like, is there any other card on this list that got touched that is a side deck card that didn't hit backer decks? Is there any other side deck card that got touched on this list?
Not
I
unless
don't
you
think
call
so.
Anchor a side deck card.
No, I don't.
No, this is just like it's just
Yeah, so
it was
the
just
point. So point being is this is apparently like of all the side deck cards, this is the one you chose to hit.
I mean,
Like,
they
I-
hit Pankratops.
I think it's a very fair
think-
hit.
Like, it's fine. I'm not complaining with it. I just don't think it was necessary.
I feel like that
Agreed.
card alone just lets you break entire boards sometimes.
Well, then why don't you hit Mystic Mind?
okay. Hold on,
Because
hold on.
That is
It's
Makes
because
too
they're
much
printing
sense.
cards. They're printing cards for problems that they have created. Right? Like this is the Yu-Gi-Oh standard. They are gonna make cards. Like I just shared the card today that I saw that was announced is Blizzard. Right? Did you guys read Blizzard?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the
It's
one that
basically
switches
just
spells?
like it's a no. It negates a spell.
Oh, my bad. Negates.
It negates a spell for the turn, and then if you destroy that card, like if the card you negated goes from field to grave, they get to add it back to hand instead of it going to grave. And that was Mark's argument, and I was like, yeah, but like you just like they Mystic Mine, and then you Blizzard them. You like summon as much as you want, and they don't have any monsters. And then when you're ready and you have 2 Blizzards in hand and they have a counter trap, you Blizzard them. They counter trap you. You Blizzard them again, and then you kill them.
You just kill. Yeah.
Yeah, like that card is an easy out to Mystic Mine. It is the out to Mystic Mine. If you aren't already playing back row, like lightning storm and shit. And this allows you to like, it's a spell, it's quick play, which means at any point it can be activated from hand. Like as soon as they activate something, yeah, it plays around reboot. It plays like it's basically an imperm for spells, which to me was like that's nuts. And like
Yeah, I mean,
Mystic
you
Mine
even
is going
have, like-
up.
Yeah.
Like mine's at
So you even
$10.
had the prohibition.
Yeah, you can hit anything you want, technically. Yeah, so ignoring mine for a second, right? I was like, okay, this is a mine card. But, like, what else does it apply to? And it can apply to, like, any field spell. It can apply to any equip. Like, are the Buster Whelps, like, when they're equipped, they're spells, right?
No,
Or are
it's a
they just
monster.
equips? They're monster equips? Okay, so,
Yeah.
like, that's, like, I was just trying to figure out, like, what else it could hit. And, like,
Because
those are
Union Hanger
cards...
says target a monster and equip it, so
Yeah.
it's a monster.
So then, yeah, also, like, what the... like, they let the cards come out, but they didn't hit the Whelps?
But if they hit that, they have to hit the artifacts, and then I mean, I agree on the well because it's super generic. Like it's a target any drag or any dark, so you have the most powerful type and the most powerful archetype, sorry, attribute and type that they can just easily use. Make 2 monsters, target one of those, and now you have a sanctum. Sorry, a scythe that is not once per turn. Like it doesn't leave after its turn; it just stays there.
Mm.
And the monster gains 1,000. Like if you target Winda, which is super easy. It's just now can be destroyed by card effects, 3,200 attack, and your opponent has 1 summon and cannot use the extra deck.
Gross.
Pretty good to me.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna blast through the rest of this list. Obviously, we made jokes about it, but Mally's at 2.
That's my
For-
favorite hit.
For Drew's sake,
It's your
apparently it
favorite
doesn't...
thing?
No, he's memeing.
Oh, I'm not memeing. It is my favorite hit on this
No,
list.
you're...
The
I
boots
would say
consistency.
Heroes did.
Yes,
Yeah, Heroes.
I don't hate it. I think it's... I thought it was fine.
I hate it almost as much as the people that play it.
Oh my god.
Man,
The...
all haters.
What I
Man,
didn't
hate decks
appreciate...
that play 30 hand traps.
Yeah, good thing my deck only played 17.
True.
Gross. What I didn't like was Widow Anchor coming back to 2.
That's fine.
I
Why?
don't like that.
Why?
Okay,
Why is...
can I go
why
on a
is
little,
there...
little rant?
I think
Little
that's
rant.
fine. I think that's fine.
There's only
It
2
needs
cards.
something.
There's only 3 cards that are semi-limited on the Yu-Gi-Oh ban list. Why are they at 2?
Yeah, what do I could have gone to 3?
Stop this. Okay, I'm gonna get mad now.
Okay.
Let's look at 2 of the greatest decks of all time. Let's look at Zodiac Beast, and let's look at Sky Striker.
Mhm.
Sky Striker, you could argue, was better than Zodiac because it lasted longer and has a million more YCS tops than Zodiac ever did.
Mhm.
But anyway, how long did it take for Zodiac to get anything off the list?
Like a
Anyone?
year, year and a half, 2 years. I mean, now.
That's...
Like
yeah,
now,
but I...
That was the first time.
Are you asking
Correct.
rhetorical questions? Because I can't argue
Oh,
this.
fully asking rhetorical questions.
Okay.
They just got it back. It's been, when did Zodiac get printed? 2015?
Mhm.
It got banned in
Yeah.
2016. It's 2020. Okay, cool, thanks.
Well, is it
Widow
possible
Anchor.
that...
The best spell other than Engage in that deck goes to 1 on the last list and finally kills the deck. And then they say, you can have it back a little bit more. Without touching anything else.
I
No
like Sky
one was
Striker, though.
sad to see it go. No one was sad to see Sky Striker go.
But why?
Because we had all been sick of playing it for 3 years.
See, that's the thing. Like, so I have a similar phenomenon kind of happen in Destiny where people just don't like facing the same thing over and over again. But I don't think that it means that thing needs to go away. As long as it has some sort of a skill gap to it, which I do believe Sky Striker has a pretty good skill gap to play in. Like, the top players can definitely make, are definitely a lot more effective with the deck than, the
Your average
I guess
player?
not.
You're not
an
handing
player.
average... Yeah, you're not having... You're not handing...
giving out free wins. It was Engage a Degenerate card, yes. So, but that's gone. So cool. And I think that right now it takes a fair bit of skill to play Sky Striker. So I think that's okay. I think that if you want more diversity, it's up to the developer to either release new things that contest that, or bring back old things. In this case, that can
it's
contest
not
that as
old.
well. No,
It's
I'm
not
saying you have to
old.
bring back other things off the ban list to contest that level of
Like,
power.
Yeah,
you
but
create
what Joe is
diversity
So
like that.
good for
what
so
Joe is
long.
saying, like the
How are we gonna
standard
figure out it's
trend.
good again?
Yeah, the trend of like something going away that was really good and coming back should be 2 years. What Joe is saying, like it hasn't even been a year that Widow Anchor was put on the ban list for it to come back to 2.
It's been 2
And, like,
weeks.
I guess that's where my mentality is different, just in the sense that I don't think things should just go away and be nerfed to oblivion. I think that the goal should be to keep as many things viable as possible.
Right, but the
And-
reason Sky Striker was nerfed to oblivion was because even when they tried to hurt the deck, it found its way into other engines. Every
that was
deck
because
was
of
playing Sky
Engage.
Striker call. Not just because of Engage, because of Widow Anchor as well.
oh yeah, like my
Sure,
thought.
but Engage is like the
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I don't expect Sky Striker to be everywhere, but I do expect to go to locals and see Sky Striker again, and I don't want to do that. And then somebody's gonna figure out how to put it into a deck that's good, and then it's gonna become good again, and there's not a doubt in my mind that it's gonna have another YCS stuff.
Dude, Widow Anchor is literally just a going second imperm.
I don't,
Like,
I just don't see the problem with facing Sky Striker again.
and that's fine.
So at this
I mean,
point, it's not even.
this is a matter of
No,
opinion. This is a matter of opinion.
Yeah,
So
because to me, the thing I see, as long as it takes skill, I'm cool with it.
So why
That's
they
like, that's
prevent
literally my
Zodiac?
thing. What's up?
Zodiac
I don't know
always
how I can't
considered to
speak
be
for
one of
that,
the
'cause
most-
I don't know how degenerate or not that was, or like if that had any tangible skill gap to it. I don't know. I can't speak for it.
What, Sue?
But I like Sky Striker despite never
Mhm.
playing it and playing against it, because I do believe, especially without Engage now, I do think that there's a high skill demand to be effective with that.
If
So-
anything, Engage made that Sky Striker mirror more intelligent.
Oh, for
mean-
sure. Because
Yeah,
You had to hold the engages. You just didn't use them turn one a lot of the time.
like the Altergeist mirror match, a lot of the time, especially when multi-figures on one, is whoever sees Faker first generally wins. But in the Striker mirror match, it wasn't whoever got engaged first. A lot of times, it was whoever got to Ray first.
yeah, Rave.
Right. So I mean, it definitely, Joe's correct in that it took Engage made it almost more skillful. But I think like Widow Anchor at 2 is more than fine. Widow, like maybe not 3, but
Like,
I think you would have had a bigger issue is if Engage came off to 1. Because then they would have lost their minds, because Engage literally went on the ban list, like what, last list? Because I think Widow
Like-
Anchor's the list before that.
Like, Drew, your point's fine. I'm just so fucking sick of it. And we've had that ban list forever. And the one thing it did was actually rotate the format. And I just don't want to go back to an old format.
But the thing is, we also have a completely different, like, obviously, way of playing now. The master rule is different, so this is kind of like we're going to see a lot of things come back and a lot of things change naturally. And I think that giving that deck enough firepower to maybe deal with those things, should someone want to play it, if they can play it well enough, is fair, because the entire game is changing. Like, between the new cards and the new master rule, it's like it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change.
That's
I
a
mean-
great idea in theory, but in practice, if somebody breaks it again, I'm gonna be so fed up with it.
I mean, that's
you
fair.
play-
Like,
And I just
you-
don't trust cards that say Sky Striker on them anymore. It's been too damn long.
I mean, you play Salad, and that's been around for like a year and a half. So.
Right,
true.
but
That is
Salad
also
was
true.
almost. I don't think there was ever a format where everyone agreed Salad was the best deck.
they won Worlds. Fuck you.
Nobody gives a shit about Worlds.
Yeah, they
I mean,
do.
so
I
did
care.
True
I just
Blue,
told
True
you.
King,
I-
Yang Zing Dino.
Yeah, look at what fucking happened. Yeah, where's your Yang Zing now, motherfucker?
The sadness.
I
Yeah.
regard
wanted to come off so
Salad in a
bad.
similar way to how I regard Striker, though. I think it's a very skillful deck. There's a high skill ceiling to it, and sure, it does what it's very it's about consistent control, but I don't see anything wrong with it, because it takes a lot of intelligence to get the most out of it, despite it kind of just doing the same thing.
Y'all
What
gonna get double Widow anchored, and you're gonna be like, you know what? Fuck it, Joe.
No, I'm gonna mash it, Joe. I'm going to mash it.
No, my side deck is double Widow Anchor, 1 mind control now.
I'm gonna
That's
do
what
the
I
same thing
said.
did
That's
to
what I
Double
said.
Widow Anchor.
That's what I
Just
said.
mash change.
You mind control, they negate it, and then you have a spell engrave. Like,
Nah,
it's
they're gonna
free.
bounce your fucking master change to
It's-
a huge quick play.
Yeah. And I'm gonna play another one.
How do we feel about Pot of Avarice?
Irrelevant.
You think
I
so?
don't think that's.
I think it's foreshadowing.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to think. Maybe it could.
It'll
be
recycle
something.
Buster. Much better now.
I think it's really really good to see a card that really assists the grind game become free.
It's a boost to
Yeah.
my volcanic deck.
Oh my god. Okay, forget it. Never mind.
But I was gonna say, but so many decks now are grave reliant that a lot of decks prefer to have stuff in grave. So shuffling it back is kind of almost counterintuitive or counter to your strategy.
But I guess it's like if the things get wasted, you can just restart your turn, right? Like you can shuffle all the combo pieces back and do it again.
Like I see it doing really well in
Draw
like BA. Shuffling back, draw two, and do BA shenanigans again.
Yeah.
Once they hit the grave, if they're not going back, it's kind of like, oh, unfortunate.
So that's pretty much the list. There are other things like Deep Sea Diva and Necroface, and that's the only two that I didn't mention, but it doesn't really matter.
Wait, you're not gonna talk about Necroface being a bump to your Monty deck?
No, I don't. No, I don't think it's relevant enough, and it might be spooky, but I just don't know. Like, I know how good the card is, but like,
Dude, I
don't
love
know-
the way you use the word spooky. No one else in my life uses that, and every time you do, it makes me smile.
Because, well, I mean, the card itself is spooky. Okay, so Necroface is, if this card is normal summon, shuffle all banished cards into the deck. This card gains 100 attack for each shuffle card into the main deck by this effect. If this card is banished, each player banishes 5 cards from the top of their deck, or their entire deck if less than 5. So, like,
Yeah.
people, like, they gold circuit or whatever.
I was gonna say it makes desires free.
Well, it has to be face up for it to trigger the effect.
Well, it says banish cards. He shuffles back desires cards.
Oh, those cards, yeah, sorry, yeah, that's fine. I thought you meant the second effect. Like the if this card is banished, we both banish 5. No, the shuffle back is dope. You just keep it, and then you just like you're about to deck out, you normal summon it, and then you put everything back, and then it becomes busted. So yeah, no, I can see it. I just don't know like how full that deck is, but I guess having it unlimited gives me the room that Jackalope and Snake did as well. So like the Mali hit, it just fills space basically.
True.
Sacred decks obviously. I feel like I misunderstand that. Like, how did Pendulum work out on this? Like, they didn't get anything back, but
The Shudo kind of sucks for them.
yeah, but like,
They use that
Were
to
they?
make, like Don Dragster and stuff.
were
Yeah.
they? Like, isn't like so when we talk about pendulums, I'm also talking about Endymion. Isn't Endymion like fucking amazing right now?
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty good.
Yeah, because like with Celine and with all those new links, like they can just abuse like and almost all of them are dark, so they just make Union Carry and still do the Buster Whelp thing, right? Like that's still a thing
Yeah,
for them.
I'm
Even if they just end on that in 1 or 2 negates, plus you can't use the extra deck. Unless you open really well, a lot of decks struggle against even something as simple as that.
Yep. I like really am liking the Endymion deck. And then finally, of course, the deck that we're all preferred choice, Dragon Link. LP didn't get hit. So if we compare this list to the OCG list, or the last few OCG lists, I'm surprised that we didn't get the Red MD errata, and we didn't get LP getting hit because we've existed this long with LP. I don't know why it survived.
But isn't the Red MD errata like coming? Like it's just
Yeah, it'll come on release in a couple months, but like, why not just give it to us now? Like, why not just hit Red MD now or hit LP? Right? Like,
you're not gonna have Yu-Gi-Oh for the next couple months anyway.
but then why do the list at all? Right? Like that logic doesn't
Okay.
make any sense. So like, I'm just more annoyed that like they didn't hit LP when like they hit cards like Electromite. Right? Like that's a whole engine that like relied and loved this one card. Not engine. What is it called? Mechanic?
Archetype?
Game mechanic?
Archetype.
Archetype?
Mechanic, yeah.
That like loved this card, needed this card, wanted this card, and like you got rid of it. This like, what are we selling? What are we keeping cards for? Like, why are we keeping LP in the game to sell anything? Like, what's the point? And so like that's my only gripe with it, especially if you hit Destrudo. Like, you know, Destrudo, when you hit Destrudo, you're like, what decks are they in right now? You know the 2 decks they're in. So if you hit Destrudo, why wouldn't you just hit LP? Because the whole freaking community's been begging for LP to get hit for time.
I think the
So
Citadel is also a preemptive hit. It's like a half and half. Like it was like a semi hit for now, but it's also a hit for Halifax because it's like still a free tuner that you can just have, or again you discard off of like Jagged's Ravine, and then it's just free because it'll just come back.
Can you say the first part of that again, Cody?
Halifax, we call it Halifax.
I know. I just wanted to smile.
Yeah. So then,
So-
like, just for the sake of speaking on it, what is Halifax summoning? Like now, like, what are you
Jet
using
Synchro.
with it?
What are the main strategies? Yeah, I'm super behind. I've not.
It's Jet Synchron now.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
think Jet
What
Synchron
decks
still has
is
a way
it?
to
Like,
summon
what-
itself.
What should I be like? Looking out for? Like, I've been so out of the loop.
You should be looking out for people who are coughing or sneezing.
Oh, you're not right. You're not sorry. You're not wrong. The only thing to be concerned about these days, because you truly shouldn't care about anything that we talked about so far, is fucking stay home. Okay? Don't go outside.
Bro, that's my life.
Don't talk to your neighbors. Don't even see your girlfriend. Just stay home.
Pornhub Premium is now free.
Yeah, Pornhub Premium is now free. Go sign up. But yeah.
I mean, in Dinos, you can summon it with like Aolo, and then summon another Aolo.
Pornhub Premium?
No, I was talking about Halifax. Sorry,
Oh, sorry. I was really confused.
I'm like Windows or like in an Explorer, I just kind of lag a bit.
That's true. So actually, speaking of the pandemic, I do want to know how does it feel to not being able to play at locals?
It kind of sucks. I'm just
it
at
kinda
home all the time now.
It kind of sucks because I want to try different stuff. There's exciting stuff happening with Yu-Gi-Oh. And obviously since I guess a hit to my deck specifically, I'd like to test and learn what these new cards are doing. And to me, like, I don't know, like watching stuff online like kind of helps, but for me, I learn the best like actually playing and seeing what these cards do and the strategies, etc. So kind of sucks in that regard.
That's fair. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, I don't know.
locals.
DB in like what 4-5 days, something like that. I'm sure it'll be MR5. Then we'll try and play on there. But
Oh yeah, they reset the ranking every ban list. My freaking rank is gone.
your rank is gone.
Oh no, you grinded so hard with
Dude, I
Mystic
actually
Mine.
grinded though. I unfortunately stopped, but I actually grinded. Okay.
You guys are fucking assholes,
I
okay?
think
My
I finished
grind
at
is just as
1100.
hard, if not harder, okay?
You're playing Mystic Mine on DB.
Yes, you might have been more erect when you activated Mystic Mine. I agree
No,
with
I
you.
actually don't get a boner from doing it. It's like summoning Masterpiece over Trap and Monster. It doesn't make me feel good.
Well,
It's the
I
burning
definitely-
them that makes me feel good.
I definitely grinded a lot, and maybe I'll grind again when like we can actually go to locals. But right now, it just like doesn't feel like there's enough drive for me to do so.
That's fair.
Although,
oh,
again, I still want to test.
yeah, that's the problem, right? Everyone wants to test, but no one has anywhere to go or what to do.
Yep.
I had a good question, a solid question. That's actually a long storytelling question. We can all go one at a time. I want to know, when did you make your first big purchase? Like, what if it was like one card or a bunch of cards or like a bunch of just like equipment for your collecting?
While you think about that answer, Drew, you should check the Cardboard Cravings group chat on Facebook.
Okay. Let me do that.
Cody, you start.
You guys can all check it, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm there.
I'm trying to think about.
Oh wait, the group on Facebook?
The
Not
chat, the chat, the chat, the chat.
Oh,
We're
I don't
there.
see anything in the chat.
Oh, it's loading. My internet's being shitty then. That's fine. That's fine. The suspense is worth it.
I guess now we all have to wait here while this thing pops up.
I'll talk about my first big purchase.
Okay, go.
I was 7 years old and my mom took me to the card store and I wanted to buy something out of the showcase. And they had a rare giant germ for $7. And because I wanted
big
something out of
purchase?
the showcase, I bought a rare giant germ in 2007 for $7. And that was my first big purchase because it was from the showcase.
That's not okay. You could try it. You could try again. I meant like,
It's a big purchase. I'm like, my
yeah,
God.
like I meant like, you know your dualities, Joe, like that.
Oh yeah, those were probably not my first big purchase. First big real purchase, if you want to count it, was probably my spell ground, which cost me like $60. CAD. It's probably thing one, and thing two of my volcanic core. The dualities were the last I bought, and the dualities when I bought them were 40, so that was probably a big purchase. Otherwise, it was a bore load that I got at peak price from Montreal Regionals back when Scapegoat into bore load was good.
I mean, like real, like recently, it'd definitely be like lightning, like a set of lightning storms, like opening weekend. That's like 450,
No,
420.
no,
I
no.
think.
Like your first one, like your Cody. Like
Oh yeah.
when we got into the game, like what did you shell out for? Like your first
I
big
mean,
one.
I didn't even buy the first structure decks because Elijah gave me the remainders of those 3 Dino structure decks, and that's how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh again. Like after that, like what would I have bought after that? Maybe oh, an Ultimax C when it was at 1.
That seems legit.
An Ultimax C. Yeah, that was. I think I bought it for like $90, something like that.
Okay, I'll do mine. So mine's more of a story. Okay, so back when, and this is actually really funny because I keep thinking of them like they're different stores, but it's actually close to the same store. Way back when, Craig told me about a store called Card Masters, and Card Masters had moved from Finch and Bathurst to where GN currently is, like the exact spot of Game Nation. So I had known a few people from visiting Card Masters at their Bathurst location, and then when they were at GN now, so I go to
Okay.
Card Masters and I go a few times. I play locals like once or twice. I meet a guy named Mark. Seems intimidating. Played him twice. Beat the fuck out of me. He was playing Cosmos. It sucked. I had no idea what any of the cards did, but he waxed me. Card Masters at the time had the store separated into 2 different spots, and the back door allowed people like this tall man named Sosa to come in with a bunch of stuff. And the 2 times I was there, he showed up with literally just like Kijiji's version of someone selling their stuff that he picked up for $60, and he handed me 2 of my current deck boxes that I use, the black Yu-Gi-Oh ones that I use for tournaments that are sticker covered, mine and Alyssa's. He also, at the time, I was looking for Pot of Desires for me to take my Cyber Dragon strategy to Nationals, where I was going to hopefully get my invite at an LCQ in 2016 at Chicago. And so I heard about Pot of Desires, and I tried to find Pot of Desires and packs and stuff, but nobody had packs because it was Breakers of Shadow, I think, or was it Invasion of Chaos?
In a Vision of Chaos.
Yeah. So it was in that, and no one was selling that anymore because it was kind of old. So I had asked Sosa for Pot of Desires, and in this set of bulk that he just pulled, like picked up from somebody's house, he had found 2 Desires, and I had bought them at $35 each. And I actually had the dilemma in my head because like this is my first like real big purchase. I hadn't invested much more than some structure decks. They weren't on a specific card. I didn't know that like how valuable this card was going to be. We hadn't really played any regionals other than like the 1 or 2 that Craig and like the few of my friends had gone to. And like Cody, I don't even think you were in the game at this point.
I don't think so either.
And so I had done this purchase, and it was like the most. It had the strangest feeling, and it's the feeling like I always remember to this day of like my first like big purchase in the game, and it was just like me transferring money to Sosa. But to me, it was like I bought these secret desires from a guy who found them from another guy who was just throwing away some junk, and they were worth so much more money than I had expected. And yeah, that's it. I mean, that's even how I know Sosa. Sosa was like the first person I bought cards from other than 4-1 downtown.
We all started at 401.
Yep, I started at 4-1.
I did not.
I only started at 401 because we were downtown because my friend Luke would go and pick up magic cards from there. And so we pop in and see the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff while we were there with him.
The first
My
time I
fir-
went to 401 was like my friend in middle school, so this is like what 2007. Like just came across it because he would go downtown a lot. And he told me about it and ended up going there. And my first big purchase was my entire Bubble Bead deck. I bought it just on the spot. I bought I didn't have like it was the core. I didn't have like a lot of the standard rank fours, but after that, I started getting things like the higher rarities, the staple rank fours, which were like Gaga Cowboy was like a $15, $20 card sometimes. Fucking Tornado Dragon was a lot more. All those staple rank fours that I have from like way back when, which I still have, were a lot more expensive back then.
Diamond
Those were my
Direwolf?
first big
Diamond
purchases.
Direwolf, great
Yep,
card.
Direwolf. I have all the staple rank fours were so much more back then.
Hey, remember for when 3 years they didn't print a reasonable or a generic rank 4 or a generic XC that could pop back row? And then we all used Diamond Direwolf to pop back row, and then they printed a Link
Dragon?
Monster that popped back row within a month of them being released.
You're talking about Tornado Dragon, right?
I said a Link.
Oh. No?
Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, okay, I understand.
Also, everyone check the Teams chat.
Is it
saw
finally
that.
there?
Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the username, by the way.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Oh, it's in the
I gotta
Discord now?
refresh.
Yeah,
On
it's
the
in the
Discord
Discord. It
chat.
wasn't loading on Facebook.
Team chat. Oh. Actually?
Click it.
Who is that? I was supposed to click it?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
it just makes it big.
Yeah, what's the username?
It just makes it big.
Oh.
Very good. Very good. My favorite.
There's kills for that.
Hey man, it's gonna hurt so much more when I'm able to run Super Poly in the main and all the other stuff.
Oh, yeah, things that should have
With
been on the
what
fucking
extra-
ban list.
with-
What
with
the
what
fuck?
extra deck space do you have?
What extra deck? So what I'm running now, if you want to know my extra deck, what I'm testing is 2 Dark Law, Bane, Acid, Zero, Trinity, 2 Cross, Dystopia, Driver, and then the targets, which is Nova Master Fire, Tornado for Wind, Starving Venom for Dark, since I can actually just put in whatever zone now. Oh, of course I'm running Sunrise as well. And then I'm running one Verte Anaconda once I get that. Once I open my box.
It
Or-
must be here.
And get my reward for that one box that I'm missing in the case. Yeah,
Do you want me to open one now, live on the podcast?
sure. Do it.
Oh, are you serious? Okay.
Yeah, do it. Sure.
Alright, bro. Hold
Also,
on.
I wonder if you're gonna get gypped because when I opened mine, I had 2 packs that were only 4 cards. So Konami gypped me 2 cards.
Really? Damn.
Yes, and I have video proof of that. And I said after the first one, I said it's okay, I don't mind because in my Mega 10 I had 1 pack that had 2 secrets. So I'm like, fine, this is acceptable. But then the second one gypped me, so then I was sad.
Big sad.
Yeah, but then I plussed because I sold 3 Phantasmes, 3 Imperms and 1 Phantasme for $275. So along with a set of pills and 1 Dingirsu.
What? You sold how much? What for how much?
I sold 3 Imperms, 1 Phantasme, a set of pill, and 1 Dingirsu for $275.
To who?
Don't worry about it. I'm
God, that is so expensive. God. That person must be a fucking idiot. Oh my god. I know who that
So, I
person
think-
is because he asked me for cards and I didn't answer.
Yep, probably. And
Is it your best
yeah.
friend?
Yeah, it's his
Oh.
best.
Fucking
It's his
God.
best friend, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Drew, pick 1 to 12.
3.
2.
I was
2.
gonna say 2. Mally to 2, rip.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, you guys are so fucking extra, bro.
Damn.
right.
After every time I beat you guys, I'm just gonna be like, man, I did 2, eh? I did
Yeah, that's
too.
fine.
You should.
I guess I'm never gonna hear that again.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, so Cody, like Cody we haven't talked about it yet, but if you want to talk about like your experience of opening Dual Overload, and yeah, you mentioned like getting screwed over on those packs where you're missing a card basically.
Yeah, so like I said, and so I don't know if it's planned because like those giant cards, I got exactly 2 of each because there's 6 of those like oversized cards. I got exactly 2 of each. I got like of all the big cards or like cards that I wanted, like especially the Link ones, I only got 2. Like I got 2 Halifax, 2 Anaconda, 2 Union Carrier, 2 Anima, 2 Dagda, 2 Bujinki Link. Like I was like, really, I couldn't get a set of anything besides Imperms. I got a set of those.
Okay, so
But, like-
Drew, this one's big card is the Dark Magicians.
Damn it. Wait, what do you mean big card?
Like
They each come with
they-
an oversized card.
they all
Yeah,
come with
the
an oversized card.
one, right?
Yeah.
I want a blue eyes. I need the blue eyes.
I mean, it's likely you'll get it. But
Man, if
this
only you
one's
had an
likely.
entire case of these things, though.
Yeah, it's only like there's an entire case on my desk right now. All right, first pack.
By the way, how much time have we been recording
Don't put
for?
Corona on my cards, dude.
No.
I think he's just
sniffing.
he's
sniffing.
He's smelling the fresh cardboard.
Snorting it. An hour right now, Joe.
Okay.
So we're actually just under an hour for like actual recording time. All right, Gigaplant, Ferocious Flame Swordsman, Graveyard of Wandering Souls,
Okay.
Digusto Emerald, and a Scrap Orthros.
Don't know what that is. Cool, but I like the Flame Swordsman card. I like that card.
Yeah, it's a good card.
It's a
It
good
says
card.
Hero Flame Swordsman.
Yeah, it's generic, so.
Is it actually?
There you go. That replaces
Yes,
your
it
Mally.
is.
It's a Link monster.
Oh,
Yeah,
it says
it's fine.
Ferocious Flame Swordsman. You fucking okay. All right, next pack. Classic card, love it. Want to see more of it? Deck Lockdown.
It's a good card.
Interesting.
Good old Malefic Territory. Sky Striker Ace Zeke.
Cool.
Angry Cum Umbrella.
Wait, what did you just say to me?
Angry Cum.
You want some Angry Cum Umbrella?
And
I s-
wait,
What are you saying? I swear to God, it's an angry cum umbrella.
I am saying Angry Cum Umbrella. That's what it is. ANGRAECUM space Umbrella. It's probably Angrecum or something.
No, it's fucking angry cum. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Angry Cum it is.
And then a Protector Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman. So the Whelp
The
link.
Buster Link.
Yeah.
okay, so the Buster Link.
Buster
alright.
Buddha Link.
Come on, Verde Anaconda.
Yeah, show me the Verde.
Raid Raptor Wystrix. Speedroid
That was
Marble
almost
Machine.
good until they fucking banned the entire deck.
Yep, almost. Tour Guide from the Underworld.
Oh, that's the Ultra Art, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks good.
Cody, you didn't get this card. Chaos Goddess.
Chaos Willow?
Chaos Goddess.
I don't know what that is. Probably not.
It's once per turn you can send one light monster from your hand to the graveyard, target one level 5 or higher dark monster in your graveyard, and special summon it.
That's that's Chaos. That makes sense.
Yeah, this is a good card. This is a level 8 light monster. Oh, weird. And then Malefic Tune. Dude, these
You're 3
Malefic
packs
cards
in.
are like all over. I am 3 packs in, yes.
Yeah, they're the
I'm-
filler. They're the filler.
Yes.
The Malefic and the Cubic cards.
Malefic Selector. You got another Flame Swordsman. Another Graveyard of Wandering Souls.
Oof.
Kinyo and White Mare.
Also, I found, I want to see if it's true with Drew's case, that the middle card is often the best card.
Yeah.
If you're going to get like a prime one, it's going to be in the middle.
Yeah, like there's 5 cards and the one in the middle is the one.
Interesting.
This pack is fighting me.
Also, I saw that Sam vs. Simo pull thing. I'm sorry, Sam's 2 boxes were fucking fantastic. It was like
Yeah,
two
you got
it
like
was
double
two
Eagle Fiber.
Halifax. Yeah, and then like an Imperm, and then he also got like an Anaconda.
I mean, the joke
And
about that
then
is you just keep filming one and then
Dagda.
you film them over and over until you get a good one and then you
I was
submit it,
gonna
right?
say, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Enma's Judgment. Another
Enma's
deck
Judgment.
lockdown.
Okay.
Christian Halkiferbrax.
There you
Oh,
go.
So Halifax.
interesting.
Yeah, plus on a box. Secret
I
Samurai
suppose
Fuma.
that's good.
Yes. So now I don't have to open this other pack, this singular other pack, and you've made money on the box.
Fuck.
Nice.
Man, if only there was a place we could all go where you could sell it.
You
If
still,
only.
oh, you can't, but you could have.
I mean, you can. You just won't meet people. You can ship it to them.
There's a poopy pack. Malefic Selector, Firebrand Hymnist, Graveyard of Wandering Souls. So I think you have a playset now. Good old
Nice.
Card of Fate, and Scrap Orthros. So I mean,
you still plus on the box on one card.
yeah, if all of this is trash, at least you get needle fiber.
Oh,
Does
Yeah,
Heroes have any tuners?
no. They have no synchro, no X's.
Yeah, but because Shadal has a tuner, but no synchros.
Oh, well, no. No, they don't.
Okay.
Unless
Weird.
Hero Kid
It all has a synchro? What did I just hear?
Hero Kid's not a tuner.
Yeah, Falco,
is not a
Falco's
tuner.
a
Okay.
tuner.
I was like, maybe.
Oh,
it
that's what you
is.
meant.
but it has no synchro, right? It's I was just curious. If Hero just had a random synchro that they could use.
Cody, what did you do with the rest of your cards, your big cards?
I don't know where they are.
Can I have them? Can I have some of them?
If I find them, sure. I legit don't know where they are.
Drew, can I have your big cards that you don't want?
Yeah, sure.
I want to do something cool in the office. I want to use the backs of them because they're black and white and they look like black and white Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I want to put them up. So
Well, I'm still I'll give you the spares of the ones because I'm gonna keep one of each.
yeah, no, I that's what I mean. Because every time you get anyone gets one of these, so even later on in life, if we ever open more, they're gonna be more, right?
Yeah, I legitimately don't know where I put them. Oh, I'll figure it out.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't know where they are. That was fun. Look at that, Drew plus. Good job, Drew.
Drew did plus. Good job.
Hooray!
Apparently, these are going for 40s.
What? Halifax?
No, the boxes.
Oh, I mean that's not surprising because Halifax is a decent pull rate out of them because I've seen people on cases pulling anywhere between 2 and 5, and if you're selling each one for $30 to $60 a piece, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Cool. Well, now it's open, so now I have to sit through this suffer. I'm going out tomorrow, Drew, if you wanted me to drop it by.
You going out into the world?
Yeah, I have to go get Joy-Cons because Alyssa broke my Joy-Con.
It depends how positive you are, or rather negative you are for the COVID-19.
I'm pretty negative, bro.
No,
How's everyone doing with their self isolation? Because I went out tonight.
I'm doing excellently. I have not even stepped into my hallway.
Jesus Christ.
I barely go out of my room. I mean, to be honest, that's not a challenge for me. This is my life,
Yeah.
anyways. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm nowhere.
I have my apocalypse bag packed in case shit hits the fan.
Yeah, you should send that to the group chat so that people can see what you mean. I saw it on our group chat. But...
Yeah, I have my backpack. It has I have 2,100 liters of water filtration. I have food. I have paracord, tent, tarp. What else do I have? A couple hundred rounds of ammo, gloves, knife. The only thing I'm missing is a hatchet for cutting down wood. But I have a multi-tool. I have a med kit.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it more than I would normally say it. Stay inside, wash your hands, flatten the curve, I just want to get back to normal life, please.
I'm the opposite. Go outside, lick shit. Like that guy who got charged with spreading terror or whatever for licking all the deodorants in Walmart.
Jesus Christ. How is your job? How is your job, on the day-to-day? Are you experiencing horrible things, or is it just normal life, just less complicated?
It's the same shit. It's normal. For the most part. It is what it is.
Do you encounter more issues? Without being super detailed about your work, but does the things that you have to normally prevent happen more or less?
Honestly, it's just when you deal with the public,
a lot of them take their opinions and views directly from what they're shown, right? Like a lot of people don't outwardly go and look at additional research or additional whatever. So whatever media they consume, whether it's on their phone or on TV or a combination thereof, base their opinions on that. So if they see just big numbers of like, 40,000, but it says 40,000 people, tested, or they'll see these big numbers of like, at least whatever numbers they panic and then they come and do dumb shit. But honestly, it's just dealing with the public who are, just. I mean, I get it; they're scared, but like a lot of them, it brings out the true colors because they, when they get scared, they get panicky, they get rude, they get aggressive, they get all these things that you're like, whoa, chill. It's just, living life. It's just toilet paper. It's just all these things. They go, yeah, but it's mine. It's like, okay, but then when we're done, now what? Now you're known as the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And now they got to live with that. But I mean, then it's the gamble of, yeah, but if shit really goes wrong, then I don't care if I'm the asshole because I'll be alive.
But we can wrap it there if no one has any new topics. Joe, you have any new topics?
I was gonna ask. So with this new master rule, what deck are you guys? I know it's super fresh. There's nothing to be known, but what do you have your eyes on playing?
Dragon Link.
Dragon Link. Yeah.
Salaman average.
Mystic Mine.
So what like changes or like what's gotten better? What makes Dragon Link strong now? I'm out of the loop.
Dragon
Dragon
Link
Link-
was always just nutty. It was just very
Dragon
hard
Link-
to play. Nobody really knew it, and there wasn't enough
It's just-
exposure to it.
Dragon Link is just new combo, so it's like getting in on the train before it like goes.
Yeah,
It's a lot of destruction.
Yeah, it's a lot of just like you do things, and if you're not interacting with me, then I can just do my thing. But it's a lot of like destruction, graveyard manipulating, and just like comboing to make a big negate board, or a
What are they
board
on
that
on?
like Savage, Appaloosa, uh, any number of
Abomination.
more things. Yeah.
And they usually rip a card from your extra deck with Silver Rocket.
What do they use mainly to get to that?
It's just like the full combo. So like you can just flip on the first send to the grave. You just flip and make a graveyard blocker. What's his name? What is his name? Darklaw. You make Darklaw and then I like pass. Like it's not that big of a
I know
deal.
that. No, I don't know. I know how to beat it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was
All right.
what the combo is.
I don't know it that well. I don't know it that well. Like I know it, but I don't know
Like,
it that
does
well.
it use any of the new cards? Like the
No.
No.
No, that's the
Like
point.
the,
That's
the, the
It
newest
might,
card
but-
would be like Abomination because Abomination just gets so much advantage.
Okay,
off
so I know the
because-
deck then. It's
Yeah.
Same deck.
Did it change because of the new cards? Does it utilize
No.
all those?
I see what you mean.
Not yet.
No, not currently.
Okay.
To be fair though, they will probably use
Union
Union Care because they're all like almost all dark dragons. So they'll just make Union Care and make Whelp.
Yeah.
Buster.
Yeah, I don't know what those
Union
cards
can
are.
just
Like,
be
what the
fucking
whole thing-
amazing in every deck.
It is.
What is the whole deal with Union Carrier and the Buster?
Essentially,
Buster
it lets
Blader
you.
Link?
The Buster Blade Link is not important, but Union Carrier essentially says you can equip one monster from your hand or deck to this card as an equip card. And Buster Blader just so happens to have a card that says if this card is equipped to a monster, your opponent cannot special summon from the extra deck.
Oh my god, that is come on.
Union
And
carries
it's
a link too.
literally generic link too.
Yeah. Union carries two monsters, I believe, with like the same attribute or type. And it says target one monster and then equip one monster with the same attribute or type. So as long as you control a dark or a dragon, which are extremely common, you can equip Buster Destruction Sword thing.
And just so we can recap on the stupidity that I talked about the stupid list, these Buster Whelps have existed. Union Carrier was coming. They knew about this for like a year and a half because it's been happening in the OCG. So
Yeah.
Facts.
they pre-banned Synchro monsters because they knew what would happen, but they still let this happen. So like this is like the very inconsistent bullshit that Konami gives us. That it's just like, yeah, we're smart, we're getting ahead of the game, and it's like, just give me Destrudo back.
We're gonna let one of our cards slip so you buy a bunch of it.
It's okay, guys. Don't worry. We have Widow Anchor to 2. We can just negate it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Union Carrier is also used for the Infinity Negates combo, where you equip Thunderbird from deck to like Appaloosa or to like Simorg, and then Simorg summons Apex Avian, and now you have Infinite Negates.
Again, knew was coming. We all knew this was coming.
Facts.
So like,
Halifax.
I don't understand. Like, yeah,
Oh,
Halifax, dude.
But to answer Drew's question, I'm either probably going to just stick with Shaddoll Invoked. Have my eye on Dinos though, because Dinos is super strong, especially in May. Like
You're
if we don't
getting
play,
more support, right? And
yeah, the little Crocky Boyo is so good.
Crocodile.
He's so good.
What does he
Like if so it's a level 1, so it's miscellaneous summons him for free. But it's
Hilarious.
if this card is normal or I think if this card's normal summoned, you can destroy one dinosaur monster in your hand and search one evolution pill spell or one like sea serpent, reptile, or something else monster. But you can like normal summon it, pop a baby in hand to search pill. You don't need to play Quatless anymore.
You don't need to play Diagram anymore.
You don't need to play Diagram at all because you can just play this and then it's like this plus baby is the same Diagram combo. Basically.
Yeah, it even replaces your normal summon. That's like I think the other part. The part is that it.
Sorry,
if
I
you
think,
said,
I think it's normal or special summon because you can special
Okay.
summon it off of miscellaneous because you can just miscellaneous dump summon that and then you're good.
Well, in that same pack, there's gonna be that Mech Knight Yursu as well, which will be very.
oh
interesting.
God, I forgot about
And
Orcus.
Link Cross, which means you go into like a Link 2 or Link 3 and then you just summon Link Cross and now you have 4 monsters. Which is
So the format's still changing. So I'm gonna stick with mine so far.
Why?
I can't wait for new release. What do you mean why? Why the fuck not? It's
The fuck are you still playing Hero?
I mean, because the deck's good.
yeah. The
So is
Missing
mine.
Mind deck is
not as
good. Mine is very good. Especially right now, like this. All this did was encourage, like synchro format encourages like people to summon more.
Do you know what else?
Yeah, sure.
Mystic Mine and Hero have in common?
Degenerate Floodgates.
The same skill cap.
That's incorrect.
Like
Oh.
you piss
Nice
off
roll.
two people at once. Yeah,
Nice-
like shut the fuck
nice
up, dude.
roll.
Did you guys talk about the rule changes and like how they affect
Hero
specific
takes
heroes?
much more skill to play, especially with the new master rule.
What rule changes?
The rule changes like for example like if acid leaves the field, if it goes back to the extra deck it doesn't get the effect.
Oh no,
I
because
thought
those
that
are
should be those forever.
because that's not confirmed. That's potential. That was rumored.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's why
also,
they.
it's just OCG land.
Yeah, it's just OCG land because they haven't translated it correctly. That's why. So all of it was just like once people said we didn't translate it correctly, it's kind of not really what it's saying. I didn't want to like talk about it too much because why waste time talking about shit that doesn't make any sense, right? It was like waiting for the new master rule changes without knowing what actually the master rule was.
Fair.
So we will talk about it, which will be great for another podcast, and I would love to talk about it. But I mean, MST negating, who knows?
I mean MST
What?
kind of negates
Oh,
like
in
Green Hanger.
in OCG land, if you have Call of the Haunted and go Chainlink 1, Call of the Haunted, Chainlink 2, MST, or other way around, you go Chainlink 1, MST, target a set, Call of the Haunted, Chainlink 2, Call of the Haunted, summon back anything that has a summon trigger effect. In OCG, it would get its summon effect. In TCG, it would not.
That's just like how
For the same reason that the increase, it's the same argument as the increased rage interaction.
Interesting.
If there was never a moment for it to activate its effect while it was on field, it doesn't get the opportunity to activate its effect in TCG land. But in OCG land, because the card would have hit the field and then gotten destroyed before it actually had a chance to activate its summon effect, it would be able to activate its summon effect in the graveyard.
Yeah, it makes sense because it's still hitting the field. The requirement for the effect is hitting the field. It's hitting the field. It's hitting the field.
Yeah, but like,
The spell
It's-
speed.
I mean, logically.
Yeah.
That's how.
you could make the same argument about something else. For example, fuck, I'm too tired to figure this out.
Well,
Yeah, we can
one of-
save it
one of
for the next
examples
podcast.
Was Guru if you go like Chainlink 1 final battle to like flip up the Guru or something, and then you like busted the Guru away. Like if the Guru had flipped up but was not on field at resolution, then like it wouldn't get the search.
Yeah,
Because
basically
it's been
the
banished.
rule change was basically saying the card can be wherever it wants and it can still resolve wherever it goes as long as it did the condition of what it was supposed to do on activation.
No, the opposite. It no longer can do that.
Well, Yeah, that's why yeah. I'm saying the rule changes for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but again, it's only OCG. We don't know if it's coming. We don't know yet.
Here's my
And-
comparison, Drew. You can't ask the teacher to go to the bathroom if they don't call on you. You might have to go to the bathroom. You might have met the condition. But if the teacher doesn't call on you when your hand is up, it doesn't matter. You're not going to the bathroom.
Piss yourself.
Piss yourself.
But I could just tell them, I'm like, yo, I gotta use the washroom.
That's speaking out of turn. You're going to get expelled.
The judge.
Bro, you're not gonna come on, my man.
You're gonna get judged in the middle of class.
You're going to get banned like Mally.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, you put your hand up in the same way, right?
Joe, or like Stalio.
Yeah, you do. Mike, that got better when they banned Stalio. Fuck off.
I mean, they brought back debug at the same time, so it was a give and take.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, like they can bring back Widow Anchor back to 1, but bring Engage to 1.
No. No, I don't want to talk about this. Okay, thank you guys for listening to this podcast. If you want to listen to more things or watch more videos, let us know in the comments below. If you want to give us topics to things to talk about the podcast, if you want to know funny stories, things that we haven't talked about that you think you might want us to talk about, let us know in the comments. Or you can reach us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, those.
Twitch.
I was trying to think of another one. We have a Twitch. There's just nothing on the Twitch. But yeah,
I was
thanks.
gonna say story for
Venmo
next
me.
time is that I was too scared to play Yu-Gi-Oh, and so I played Pokemon instead. Story for next time. When I was a kid.
Okay,
When I was a boy.
keep singing.
If I were
I'll use it as an
a
outro.
boy.
Keep singing.
Oh,
Go ahead.
What song do I want to sing? Roxanne, Roxanne. All she want to do is party all night. Goddamn, Roxanne. Never would love her, but it's alright. She thinks